Hello, Robbie Susan Chandler here from RobbieSusanCardsandCrafts.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Quincy, Florida, and I live right outside Tallahassee, Florida. We're up in North Florida, very close to the Florida-Georgia state line. Today I'm going to share a technique with you, which is basically putting ink directly onto your embossing folder and then embossing your paper. So it's a direct inked embossing folder, and then you run it through and get a beautiful, beautiful look. But I've learned a couple of tricks with it this week while I was doing this in my card classes. So let's take a look at the card we're going to make. And we're going to use that beautiful Zinnia embossing folder that's an online exclusive. And this is the card we're going to make. And here's the section that we're going to put the ink on. The other part is just the embossing folder, just straight like you would normally use one. And I made this one a sympathy card, and I used a Zinnia stamp inside, and I stamped the heart with heartfelt sympathy. And that stamp came from a new stamp set that's going to be released with a new catalog called Country Flowers. So I'm not showing you that one yet, but just look out for Country Flowers, and the heartfelt sympathy would be there. The Zinnias are in this stamp set called Simply Zinnias, and I stamped the Zinnias with Balmy Blue, and my sentiment was with Blueberry Bushel. So let's look at the pieces to make this card. We're going to start with a card base of Blueberry Bushel, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So that's our base, and then we'll need two basic white pieces that are both 4 by 5 1/4. One for your front and one for the inside. We also are going to use this denim ribbon. It's called Night of Navy bordered ribbon to put around our card. And then I cut two circles, and I use the stylish shaped circles, and I believe these are probably the two largest ones. Let's see. Yes, they are. So the largest one, I cut the Blueberry Bushel circle, and the white one is with the next to the largest. Alright, so those are all of our pieces. Now let's find out about our technique. Excuse me. A lot of pollen and allergy stuff going on around here right now. Okay, so I embossed the white piece with the Zinnia embossing folder. And I put my ribbon around that. And the way I put my ribbon down, I just put a little strip of tape runner right on the back where it's going to loop around, and stick it down there, and that holds it pretty well. I found that if I put glue under here, sometimes it shows and makes a mess, and the liquid glue really does not hold ribbon very well. So once I put that around, I adhered it to my card front, and then with one of the blueberry circle, I also put that down with dimensionals. So now let's get to our main part, our main focus, which is our little white circles. Now let me get the embossing folder. I'm going to bring my cut and emboss machine over. Alright, that looks pretty good. We can see that there. Maybe I'll go out just a touch. There. Okay, so here's the folder. Oh, now I'm going to move it out of the way again. Forgot about this part. So what I found out is I take repositionable tape and just put a little bit on the back of my circle and stick it down in the area on my embossing folder that I want. And in this case, I'm using this bottom corner down here because I like that little cluster of the 3 flowers. So I have found that sticking this down, you can get your ink on it multiple times and it will be darker. What we were learning in class was that one time through, if you didn't glue it down, you sometimes didn't get a good coating and it didn't look as well. So take your ink pad, I guess you can see, yes, take your ink pad and just put ink all over the area that you're going to use, which is down here. And then lots of times when you bring it over, you can kind of see by just looking at it that the ink is not real dark there, but I'm going to go ahead and run it with it like this. Now remember, on our machine, you just use the gray plate with these thick embossing folders. So we're going to put that through, line it up good, and also make sure you have your embossing folders lined up, because if they start hitting the edges of your machine, it will chew them up. Believe me, I know from experience. So you want it to go in very smoothly and evenly. All right, let's see what we have. Let's take a peek. All right, I'm going to open it up. Okay, that's okay, but I really would like it more filled in and darker. And see, the fact that it stayed right where I originally started out is good, because now I can just go right back with my ink again. So I want a real crisp, dark image. I don't like this bubbly looking, looks like it was half inked kind of thing. All right, let's try it again. Let's see what the second time does. All lined up, roll it through. I found out too, you'll know when your plates aren't lined up good, because then the handle is very hard to turn. And sorry for the shaking, but that's the way it is on this table. All right, let's see what we have now. Oh yes, much better. All right, you see that? See the difference? It looks like right over here I didn't quite get as much ink as I wanted. So you know what? Let's just see if we can slightly fix that. I'm going to put just a little dot more over there and probably everywhere. So let's just run that through one more time. See what we get. All right, that's there. And also remember, when you put an embossing folder in, you want to put the fold in first. All right, then your plate, and only use your platform. You don't need any other adapters or plates, just your platform and your gray plate, which you get from Stampin' Up! Is plate number 4. All right, let's take a peek again. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Okay, you see how crisp and clear? Perfect, just right. Let me move that out of the way. I'm going to pull this off. And what I did in class, we did all the white pieces first before we started putting ink on the embossing folder, because I knew we'd have a mess if we started trying to go back and forth between the two, cleaning it and then not cleaning it. So we did everybody's pieces, the white ones first, and then we went through and started doing this piece. So this piece I'm just going to glue flat down like that. And this piece I did have on dimensionals. And there you go. Isn't that beautiful? I love this look. And the trick is to be able to hold that piece of paper down on your embossing folder so you can run it back and forth a couple or 3 times. So I hope you like this technique. We'll give it a try. You know, you could do it with the whole sheet of paper. You could put the ink on the whole embossing folder and run the whole sheet through and have a beautiful look too. So like my video please, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. And I would love to be your demonstrator. And I hope you will give this a try, and I'd like to see some of your results. And until next time, happy crafting.